Fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Today we're talking about the new Nordicdots Model 99 racket. I've already done a video about the prototype, but it's launch day today, so let's do one for the retail edition. You will see an unboxing here at the start of the video, and then I'll get into some pros and cons, things I like, things I dislike with the racket, and yeah, some final opinions. You gotta give them some credit for the packaging, for the 30-day money-back guarantee, which I think is pretty awesome, and the specs on the box. Fellow tennis nerds, I finally have the retail editions, the kind of unboxing experience of the Nordicdots Model 99. I've done a prototype review, a pretty glowing review, and here we have the retail editions. There's two boxes because there's two colors, right? So here you can see that this is the black gloss color. It has grip size 3, weight 301 grams, balance 31.8 centimeters, 318 millimeters. This is unique in a way that you're getting a handwritten spec checked in the factory. So that's pretty cool, especially if you're into this quality control thing that I usually talk about in my videos, like the issue of quality control and getting specs that are wildly different from what's listed. So really cool detail, and something the consumers I'm sure will like. And we check out the bag. Bag made from 100% recycled materials, saving 20 plastic water bottles from landfills or the ocean. And here's something you probably don't expect to get when you're buying a racket, like a padded bag, a proper padded bag with strap here, all branded, nice and white. And here's the Model 99, the black gloss. And one of the most popular colorways, I would say, having reviewed hundreds and hundreds of rackets. People like black rackets, especially glossy black rackets. And you can see the specifications of the 99 here, 99 square inches, 1620, 300 grams, and plus minus 5 is the quality control, which is better than the usual plus minus 7 grams. 318 millimeters, that's also plus minus 5, so a bit better quality control, but you also get the specs listed on the box. And here you have the specs again, and the actual spec of this racket: 301 grams, 318 millimeters, grip size 3. And as you know, like this feels pro stock, it also plays pro stock in a way that the carbon really feels high quality, high grade, and it's a very pleasant experience when you hit the ball. So this is the black gloss. Inside here, I should add, is a nice little pocket where you can store stuff if you want, but it also comes with the stencil, and in like a nice little detail added value here for the people who like to have the string stencil when they play. So that's really cool. So, gray gloss. Here we go, Model 99 gray gloss. Quite a unique colorway, not quite silver, more like this. You can see some Porsches in this color. It looks really nice and shiny. Specifications here, but more importantly, specifications on the sticker. That was the unboxing. You saw some really unique stuff with the stencil included for the first 1,000 customers. That padded bag, that's a bit more premium than what you usually get. And my favorite of the bunch, the specs on the box and sticker on the racket. Specifications, quality control, those are topics I have talked to death about, and I don't want to talk about them anymore. I want that to be solved. Talking about my own racket situation, the Nordicdots Model 99 is the racket that I've been playing probably the most with in recent months, besides some old classics. I've been testing loads of rackets recently, and when it comes to match play, there are a few that are high on the list. I did talk about the TF40 in my last review just yesterday. The issue with the TF40 for me was the grip shape mainly, so that can be fixed, but it's still an annoyance. So that's somewhere down on the list. I think I highlighted some rackets and listed some for the Tennis Nerd members and patrons. I've been playing mainly some match play with the Head Extreme Tour Oxetic 1 with some weight added, customized. However, second on my list of match rackets is this one, the Nordicdots Model 99. And not everyone loves the progressive string pattern. That's something you might have to get used to. The sweet spot is a bit higher up in the string bed. You need to really go for your shots. I feel like that helps. I need to do that anyway. But the feeling on impact, that like really like high grade carbon, you really feel the attention to detail and materials here. Really feels like a pro stock. I play with so many pro stock rackets. I have a bunch, Novaks, Andys, Tommy Haas, a bunch of PT57As, H22s and whatnot, and this one has that nice pro stocky feel where you have a long dwell time, but you still get power. You feel that you get that from a bit higher end carbon. So I think this is great. The product really feels top notch. Few things I love. I feel like the stability is higher than you'd expect from these specs. It's like 300 grams, 99 square inches. I wouldn't expect this kind of stability. Also, the beam is 23 millimeters. So I feel like I get good power and stability for the specifications. And it's not like a stiff racket that hurts your arm. All that, it really works well. And things I love, like the easy power. I didn't feel the need to customize it. Actually, when you customize it, it might get a bit more sluggish. I felt that when I started adding weight, I preferred it in stock form because of the constant 23 millimeter beam. That's quite rare that you have a racket that is constantly 23 millimeter. Usually you have like a tapered beam of some kind. You can compare it to an E-Zone, for example. The constant beams that have are a little bit thicker are like the Clash series that have like 24, 24.5. And for some players, that's not great. They want like a thinner beam, like maybe especially on the one-handed backhand, on the throat and so on, like on the E-Zone, for example. So this could be a thing that people find it a bit more clunky through the air. Has not been a problem for me. I really liked it, but I could see players maybe having an issue with that. Another thing I want to point out is the string pattern. It has worked well for me. Some players report that it takes a little getting used to because you have that more powerful like center of the racket, which is more open, which you're going to get more power from, and then you have that upper hoop. So if you're hitting the upper hoop, you're going to have great control, but maybe if you drop down your contact point a bit, you're going to get more power than you expected. So this is a thing that takes some getting used to. I haven't really struggled with the power level of the racket or had like issues of consistency when I play points. So that hasn't been an issue for me, but it's something you have to consider because I would say it's an interesting and risky approach to go for this type of string pattern that I haven't seen before. But I do like that. I do like that they tried something new, and it might not be for everyone, but if you want to test this racket, they have the 30-day money-back guarantee thing, unless you kind of break the racket or something like that. So this is a good way if you don't gel with this one. I do, however, urge you to really try it properly with different string setups and give it some time, because it took me a little while to get used to it. I felt the quality straight away, but once I adjusted, I play good tennis with this. I've won some good matches and had some of my best tennis with this racket. So this one is either 2 or 1 on the list. I would say number 2 right now in my racket bag. So if I play a match tomorrow, which I will play an ITF Seniors tournament at the time talking to you, and I will probably start with the Head Extreme Tour. That feels very much at home. It's very much a racket I enjoy. Has some issues, that racket as well. There are no perfect rackets, but if things don't go to plan, I will use the Model 99. So that's how much I like it. Actually been a big fan of this racket and the feel and the power and just using it in stock form. So really big thumbs up for me. If you are into like a modern racket that gives you some power, but kind of controlled power that feels pro stock, offers excellent quality control, good feel on impact, solid at the net, really stable, you get good pop on serve, like all these things, like it works really well for my game. But I can see some players feeling like the 23mm beam should have been tapered, or that the progressive string pattern doesn't appeal to their playing style. Maybe if you hit flat, you're gonna have a lower response in the string bed and you're gonna get more power than you want, or it might work for you. So this is a thing that you have to consider when you're getting this racket. It's quite unique in the marketplace, 23mm constant and that progressive pattern. But for my game, it has been very, very good. So alongside the Head Extreme Tour, it goes in the bag as my 2 favorite rackets at the moment, and rackets I can easily play a match with. I must say, Tennis Nerd approved. Love the initiative with the bag, the stencil, the quality control, and the money back guarantee. I think these things are really important for the consumer. As you know, I'm a fan of Nordicdots apparel. I wear them a lot. I was worried when they said they were gonna launch a racket, because I know how difficult rackets are. I've tested many prototype rackets over the years from unknown and known brands, and this is the first time I really felt like, wow, this is something that I can take into a match and play with. Keen to hear if you've tested this frame, what do you think about it? Check it out, nordicdots.com. 15% off using Tennis Nerd 15, same as apparel, or if you buy paddle rackets or whatever. Same kind of deals I have with Tennis Warehouse and stuff. You buy whatever you want, but if you want to attribute some of that money in a small way to Tennis Nerd, I happily accept. So I really appreciate if you use the Tennis Nerd codes and you get a discount, so it's a win-win, of course. Check them out on our deals page. That's it for today. Have a nice day now, and don't forget to play some tennis.